Let's get on to my NFL Week 7 picks. Last week was kind of a struggle. Went 500 for the week. Went 7-7 overall for the season. I'm at 55, 36-1. Here are my Week 7 NFL picks. The Thursday night game this week, it's an AFC West matchup. We have the Kansas City Chiefs, who've been struggling a little bit. They head out to the Mile High City to take on the Broncos. The game that will be aired nationally on Fox Television, the NFL Network, and on Amazon Prime Video. I know the Chiefs have been struggling a little bit, but they got to get back on track here, and I think they're going to. Hard-fought game, I think, but I think the Chiefs will get it done and beat the Broncos in Denver. Sunday action, we have the LA Rams, who are also struggling now a little bit. They will be traveling to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Arthur Blank, the Falcons owner, giving the vote of confidence to the head coach there, saying he's not going to be fired right now, so we'll see what happens. Gurley, that's the thing with the Rams. The Rams are nearly not the same team without Todd Gurley. It just goes to show how important Todd Gurley really is, and Jared Goff, he is not nearly as good when he doesn't have Todd Gurley in the backfield to help him out. So we'll see if Gurley's going to be playing. I'm going to take the Rams. The Rams are just a better team than the Falcons. And every time I pick the Falcons, they've lost. So give me the Rams to go to Atlanta and beat the Falcons. AFC East matchup, we have the Dolphins, who are still winless. They were my upset pick last week, and they almost pulled it off from me. They travel up to Western New York to take on the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are 4-1, so they're coming off their bye. The Dolphins are still winless. I'm going to go with the Bills. They're just the better team here. I know the Dolphins are going back to Ryan Fitzpatrick at the quarterback position. They're benching Josh Rosen once again. So give me the Bills. They're the better team here. I'll pick them to beat the Dolphins, keep the Dolphins winless. Jacksonville Jaguars travel up to Cincinnati to take on the winless Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals, they had a chance last week in that game. They just couldn't get it done. Jaguars, they're kind of there, but, they've kind of fallen back a little bit. The Jaguars are just a better team here. I'm going to take the Jaguars to go into Cincinnati and beat the Bengals. NFC North matchup here has the Minnesota Vikings traveling to Detroit to take on the Lions. Of course, a lot of Lions fans upset about the officiating on Monday Night Football and their their walk-off loss to the Packers. I know the NFL came on and made a statement saying that the one penalty with under 2 minutes to go should not have been called, and that allowed the Packers basically to run down the clock because the Lions were out of timeouts, which set up the game-winning field goal. So at least the Lions got an apology from the NFL, but they're not going to change the outcome. The Vikings here, they made a statement over the Eagles last week. Give me the Vikings on the road in Detroit to beat the Lions. Speaking of the Packers, they're going to be home to take on the Raiders. The Raiders, they just continue to play well. They're kind of there. They're hanging in there. I know the Raiders I think they're 3-2 or something. The Packers are 5-1. Good matchup here. Packers are the better team, I believe. I think they'll make it 6-1. Give me the Packers at home to beat the Raiders. And I think will be a close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout because the Raiders have shown when their heads are straight and when their heads are right, they can be a very good team. They can give a lot of good teams trouble here. And I think they will, but the Packers, I think, are just a little bit better here. AFC South matchup here. We have the Houston Texans traveling to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I was kind of waffling on this one here, but I'm going to take the Texans on the road to win here. I think it's a close game, probably within 7 points, but I think the Texans are just a little bit better here. I'll take Deshaun Watson on the road to beat the Colts. Arizona Cardinals travel to the Meadowlands to take on the Giants. Cardinals flying across country here. I was actually tempted to take the Cardinals here, but I'm going to take the Giants. The Giants, I think, are going to get back on track here. They've kind of struggled a little bit here lately again, but I think they get back on track, and they get back on the winning track by beating the Cardinals in a close game. We have the 49ers traveling to the nation's capital to take on Washington. Washington got their first win of the season after beating the Dolphins last week in Miami. The Niners just continue to play well. They had that big win over the Rams last Sunday. Very surprising fashion. I didn't see that coming. The 49ers are going across the country and they're beating Washington. They're just a better team here. We have the LA Chargers traveling to Nashville to take on the Tennessee Titans here. This is where my upset pick of the week lies. I know the Titans are benching Marcus Mariota. They're going to go with Ryan Tannehill here. As of the time I made these picks, the Titans were actually favored to win this game. I'm going to take the Chargers in my upset pick of the week to go across the country and beat the Tennessee Titans. We have the New Orleans Saints traveling to the Midwest. Spit that out 3 times fast. They're going to take on the Chicago Bears. This will be a national game for, I believe it's Fox. I believe Fox has a doubleheader this week. Yes, they do. Fox has a doubleheader this week, so we have the Saints and Bears in one of the matchups. This was a coin flip. I was going back and forth on this one as well. I'm going to take the Saints on the road to beat the Bears. Bridgewater's done just enough for the Saints to keep up winning here, so I think they will get it done here again. Very close, but give me the Saints on the road to beat the Bears. The Baltimore Ravens travel up to the Pacific Northwest to take on the Seahawks. Again, another game I was going back and forth on. They had a lot of these this week. I'm going to take Seattle at home to win. The 12th man, I think, is the difference. The quarterback play here should be good. We have Lamar Jackson. We got Russell Wilson, 2 great quarterbacks who know how to win. I think the Seahawks, just because of the home field advantage, they're going to win a very close game. Give me the Seahawks to win. Sunday Night Football on NBC this week comes out of the NFC East. We have the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. The Eagles, like I mentioned, getting embarrassed against the Vikings, while the Cowboys losing to the winless Jets at the Meadowlands last week. I did not see that coming. And, of course, Jason Garrett was given a vote of confidence by the guy who runs all the action down there, Jerry Jones in Dallas. He was given a vote of confidence. He's not going to be fired, but, a loss to the Eagles could put things really in jeopardy. And for the Eagles, they need to get back on track as well. I'm going to take the Cowboys. I think, for some reason, I think the Cowboys are going to get it done on Sunday Night Football and beat the Eagles. I think it's a close game. It wouldn't shock me to see the Eagles win, but give me the Cowboys at home to get back on the winning track by beating the Eagles and ending their 3-game losing streak. Monday Night Football this week, it comes out of the AFC East. We have the New England Patriots traveling to the Meadowlands to take on the Jets. The Jets getting on the winning track. Sam Darnold came back from his mono, led the Jets to a big upset win over the Cowboys. The Patriots continue to play well. Patriots should win this one pretty easily. Give me the Patriots beat the Jets. The teams on the bye this week are the Browns, the Steelers, the Buccaneers, and the Panthers. Those are my Week 7 NFL picks.